Hey there. I want to thank Jeff for having me on today as his guest, and thank you for watching. And I want to talk about something in a bit that I didn't get to address with Jeff, and so I'm grateful for the opportunity to chat with you just a little bit. And before we do that, please subscribe to my channel and like and share and comment here. I'd like to hear your thoughts on our discussion today. But moving on from that, yes, there's some things that I want to talk about here because um, there are some things that mediums are saying that are quite damaging to people. And some of them just don't know any better. Some of them are just ill trained. They're ignorant. They're just passing on what they were taught. But I want to set things straight with you and for you so that you know the truth, okay, so that you don't get a reading and then end up being devastated. I've worked with so many people that have gone for a mediumship reading and come back really upset because the medium told them that they were holding their loved one back or that their loved one wanted them to move on and they were going to send them a new partner. Guys, I want you to think about it. Really? Really? Would your loved one want to tell you that, knowing that it's going to devastate you, knowing that it's going to just break you? It makes no sense to me. But yet, some of them are telling people that. And this has got to stop. So if you hear that, please know that that medium doesn't know what they're talking about. Let go of the reading. Okay, go find another reader and ask that reader, first off, do you believe that love can continue after death, that I can continue to connect with my loved one, whether that's a partner or a family member, a friend, whatever. That's going to tell you, the whole story of where they're coming from and if they're awake enough to the truth. Okay. Why would your partner tell you this when you're in the throes of grief and maybe you're even doubting, like, like, do they still love me, or are they really with me? Are they going to tell you that you need to move on and you're going to feel rejected all over again? I will tell you that my husband from the other side, he comes through and tells me how upset they get on the other side when a medium tells somebody that crap. Okay, they're not going to say that to you, even if your soul agreement that you created for your life has in it uh, this idea that you're going to have another relationship. Okay, even if you are planning that on a soul level, okay, not a conscious mind level, soul level, even if that's the case, they're not going to tell you this. They're going to let it unfold. They're going to, because if that's your destiny, heck, that's your destiny. Nobody's going to be able to stop it if that's your destiny to meet somebody new. So they don't need to tell you this. They don't need to broadcast this to you at your weakest moment. Hey, by the way, I want you to move on and you're going to meet somebody new. That's not what anyone wants to hear. Would you tell a grieving mother, get over the loss of her child because in time they're going to have another baby? No medium is going to tell a mother that. Well, there's no difference here. Okay. So that, I mean, I'm sorry, I get on a rant about this because I've seen the damage that, again, ill-trained or fraudulent even mediums, the damage they do. It's just got to stop. Okay, so if you're ever told that, forget that reading. Okay, and understand that you are the best medium for your loved one. You're the one they want to talk to directly. Some of them don't want to go through a medium. Okay, so if you go to one and they don't come through, don't assume that, oh, they don't want to talk to me. It could very well be that they don't want to talk to that person. That happens. I've seen that happen with people. Okay, they may not like the medium. They might know that the medium is not really even talking to them, but they're reading them. What I mean by that is this, and I've heard mediums themselves admit this. Okay, so this is not a secret. It's just that they don't highlight it because they don't really want to broadcast this. But here's the truth. And this is something that my husband, Alan, always questioned during his years as a medium. He said, how do we know we're really talking to the dead? He would ask mediums that, and they kind of didn't have an answer for him. They kind of shied away from answering. Now he knows. Okay. He says, and I've heard mediums admit this too. If they can't talk to your loved one, if your loved one's not communicating, because it happens quite more often than you might think, they can read your loved one. They can read their energy, read their consciousness. Because just like a psychic can read anybody, they can read your best friend, they can read your boss, they can tell you what's going on in their life. Okay, there are no secrets in the universe, folks. There's just not any secrets. So they can read your loved one. When I say read, I mean get all the information. I'm not saying all of them can do this, but it is possible to give you all the information about them, how they died, names, dates, you name it. Okay, it is possible by just reading their energy. But guess what? That is not talking to them. That is not directly passing on a message from them to you. That is simply reading their energy. And then if you have a question of a more personal nature, like, well, do they want me to continue my relationship? A lot of them are just going to interject their belief and say, oh no, they want you to move on. You need to let them go. You're holding them back, or they're going to bring you somebody new. That's when I want you to ignore it. Okay? Because Alan's saying to me, 98% of the time, that is not what they're saying. Because there's no point. There's no need for them to tell you. You're not holding them back. You can't hold them back. We're not that powerful to hold a soul back from going to their side. They're not earthbound, by the way, too. Okay. And that's another thing mediums will say. Oh, you're having contact through the veil. Your partner must be earthbound. Sorry, that isn't what's happening here. Earthbound souls don't know they're dead, and they're lost, and their vibration is usually really distorted. They're depressed. They're not really in a good place. And usually those here in the body will feel the dissonance of that. They'll feel that something's not right. Okay. I know people who are having connections through the veil, and there's love, and there's balance and harmony, and there's peace, and it's not that. Okay. So I just wanted to set the record straight here. I want you to know the truth. I want you to be safe out there when you get a reading. And that's why I encourage people to get their own evidence of the afterlife, to develop their own ability to directly communicate. You are the best medium because of the bonds of love you share with anyone you love. That is all you need. The medium has to train to communicate through the veil, okay? And they need also help from the other side, which oftentimes they do, but they can't reach everybody. Like I said, some spirits don't want to come through a medium, especially if they know that you have the ability to tap in and connect, which you do. Everyone does, okay? So I just wanted to share that piece because this is really important that so that you don't get your heart broken all over again, so that you understand that no, your loved one isn't rejecting you and abandoning you and just pushing you off on somebody else. They're not doing that. Okay. They would never do that. Whether or not you pursue a relationship through the veil, you are going to reunite on the other side. There is marriage in heaven. Some religions say that there isn't. Sorry, folks. There's everything in the afterlife and more. Okay. Because remember, folks, the spirit world creates this world. Okay. Creates it. We don't create it. It's created by the spirit world, everything. So why wouldn't there be everything here if that's what you and I want? Okay. Because you can create anything on the other side. Right. So thanks for listening to this, my little rant. And if you would like to subscribe to our channel, like please do. Please subscribe, like, and share. I teach live every Wednesday. And if you feel like joining our Facebook group, that's Life and Love After Death Facebook group, join us there. I teach for free. If you want to dive deeper, you would need to join my program where I help people raise their vibration, shift their frequency so that you can live between heaven and earth. It is possible. We are doing it and love to have you join us. You can learn more about that on my website, if you choose to go. Supernatural Love with 2 L's. Until then, next time, take care, lots of love, and know that your loved one is with you. I promise you. And if you just lean into that belief and let go of your fears and doubts, you will experience them. It may take some time, but you can experience their love because they haven't gone anywhere. There's nowhere else to go. Everything is right here, right now. There's no place else to go. Bye-bye. Take care.